Hello everybody, welcome back to Screen Stars and welcome to another classic film review. Today's classic film review is for the 1978 film Superman the Movie. This film was directed by Richard Donner and it stars, of course, Christopher Reeve as Clark Kent / Superman, Margot Kidder as Lois Lane, Gene Hackman as Lex Luthor, Marlon Brando as Jor-El, Ned Beatty, Jackie Cooper and Glenn Ford. Now, for those of you who've not seen this film, the few of you that might be watching this, very few of you hopefully, this is one of those films that is very near and dear to my heart. It was one of my first cinema experiences. I was about 6-7 years old when I first saw this at the cinema. So along with Star Wars, it holds a special place in my heart. And this film, every time I rewatch it, and I rewatch it quite regularly, I've rewatched it to prepare for this review, I get quite emotional when I watch this film, and I'm not really sure why. It invokes something in me when I hear the opening credits. That's them swooping opening credits and then that booming John Williams Superman score. It gets me going. It invokes some kind of emotional response in me and I get choked. And it's a very strange thing for me, this Superman film. For me, simply put, Christopher Reeve is Superman. As much as I think Henry Cavill is a very, very good Superman, who has been let down by maybe some of the writing and that they've given him for his portrayal of Superman, I think with the right movie, Henry Cavill could be right up there. I really, really do. And Man of Steel, in my opinion, I think is a very, very good Superman film. For them in 1978 to give us a Superman film of this quality is quite remarkable. That has stood the test of time, and in my opinion is probably the greatest origin story superhero film that's been put to screen. And there's probably some out there that would debate that, but it's just perfection, is this film. Now, you can watch this with cynical eyes if you don't have that nostalgia value with it, and pick apart maybe some of the effects in it and some of the questionable things that happen in the film, like, you know, Clark Kent jumping out of a window and then just transforming into a Superman costume. Yes, that is a bit odd. The whole spinning the world at the end, you know, to turn back time, is definitely questionable and seriously flawed. But this is 1978 at the end of the day. I don't think they would, you know, do something like that these days in Superman films. But when if you put them things aside and, you know, maybe just put it down to, you know, it was, you know, at the time sort of thing, that's the kind of thing they did. What we get here is filmmakers and actors taking this film seriously, taking the work seriously, taking the material seriously, and delivering an epic superhero film. Now, at the time, to get the likes of Marlon Brando and Gene Hackman on a film like this was extraordinary. Just simply put, extraordinary. And Marlon Brando was paid an absolute fortune, and I think he's on screen for 10 minutes, something like that. But what he does bring to the screen is a real gravitas and a real elegance to the film, and a real sense of, my God, this is Marlon Brando, we should be taking this seriously. And then we get Gene Hackman giving absolutely incredible performances. Lex Luthor, he's funny, he's menacing, he's vicious, he's everything you would want from a Lex Luthor portrayal, and I think Gene Hackman knocked it out of the park, and I don't think there's anybody ever been close since in regards to Lex Luthor. Brilliant, brilliant performance. So they were clever because they knew by casting Christopher Reeve, which again is perfect casting, that they needed some names to prop up him and this film. And it was a masterstroke to put all these veteran actors in there: Jackie Cooper, Glenn Ford, Ned Beatty, all these great actors, Marlon Brando, Gene Hackman, Margot Kidder, surrounding this rookie, Christopher Reeve, in a film that was taking so many risks, but it's made in such a way that they don't care, they're taking these risks, and it pays off. Pretty much 99% of everything they do in this film pays off. It's a great origin story, especially when you consider you don't see Superman until about an hour into the film. You just get his, origin story initially, and then when the film kicks off with your first sighting of Superman when he saves Lois from that helicopter accident, the movie then moves along at a really, really slick pace. And it's just fantastic. The chemistry between Christopher Reeve and Margot Kidder was brilliant. Christopher Reeve's portrayal as Clark Kent as this bumbling idiot was an absolute masterstroke. And again, people have tried to master that since. The Brandon Routh Superman that was obviously supposed to be Christopher Reeve, he tried to emulate that. The new Superman and Lois TV show, I've seen clips and elements of his Clark Kent, the bumbling Clark Kent, in some of the early stuff I've seen in that. So people are still trying to emulate it now, this performance by Christopher Reeve as Superman, because it is a defining performance, and he is Superman. I think it's a really epic and sweeping story as well, that when you actually look at the scope of it, the first hour of the film, the disaster of Krypton, and then him coming to Earth, and then his coming of age story and travelling to find his fortress of solitude, and then spending 12 years with his dad contemplating the universe. Very philosophical, very brave stuff, really. And then he's let loose on the world with knowing his destiny. Fantastic stuff. And then we get thrust into the metropolis, the busy, manic, big city of Metropolis, and he's let loose on the world. And there's only this film and the way Christopher Reeve delivers the line of I'm here to fight for truth and justice in the American way. It sounds cheesy when I say it, but when he says it, you just buy it. It's like, well, it's Superman, well, of course. And it's just a wonderful. I could talk about this film for all day. I really, really could go on. It's just a wonderful, wonderful film, and for filmmakers out there that keep continuously getting these superhero films wrong, especially in the DC universe right now, they need to look at what's come before, and take a leaf out of their book. Realise what they're doing and where they're going wrong, and make real attempts to put some hope in some of these DC films, and put some adventure, put some fun, and I think they could potentially capture some of the magic of these early Superman films. I'm a big fan of this one, the second one, and I actually quite like the third one as well. Fourth one, which I will probably get to at some point with a review. I think it's fair to say that that's a bit of a poor one, but we'll get to that eventually. So yeah, this is me just trying to, I always feel sometimes intimidated by these films that have this meaning to me, that's such big meanings to me, and there's a handful of films out there that I kind of avoid or reviewing, because I'm not really sure how to approach the review, because it's just me gushing about the film, generally speaking, but I don't care really, you know what I mean? This is just a fantastic film. It's a stone cold 10 out of 10 for me. Yes, you could pick it apart technically these days. Yes, there's other things you could criticise it, but for me it'll never take away that nostalgia that I feel for this film. This is the film that gave me my love for superhero films, my love for the character of Superman, who is still my favourite superhero to this day. He's constantly done an injustice, generally speaking, in regards to video games and some movies, but like I say, I do enjoy Henry Cavill as Superman. I think we do have some hope there with him, but there are rumours now that they are recasting it with J.J. Abrams, with potentially Michael B. Jordan, I think, as Superman. I think that's a mistake personally, but I can't control it. We'll just have to see what happens. Please give Henry Cavill the film he deserves, and I'm not against J.J. Abrams doing that movie, because I think it would be pretty fun with him doing a Superman movie, but just give Henry Cavill a chance. That's enough of me ranting and raving about the future of Superman. This is about the origins of Superman on the big screen, and they've rarely been anywhere close to this. I think they only really got close to this with the second one, Superman 2, but I will get round to giving that a classic film review in a couple of weeks probably. I'm going to rewatch that as well. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for listening to me go on a little bit about one of my favourite films of all time. I hope you liked it. I will be back obviously with more content and reviews on the channel very, very soon.